My name is Trúc. I'm currently a junior at the Department of Foreign Languages at Saigon University. I have just returned from the most incredible field trip, and I couldn't wait to share my experience with you. During my field trip, I had the opportunity to explore three beautiful provinces in central Vietnam: Khánh Hòa, Phú Yên, and Bình Định. So it's enough talking. Let's get right into the trip.
On day one of our field trip, we traveled from Ho Chi Minh City to Nha Trang, which were quite a long journey. We spent about 8 hours on the bus, and by the time we arrived, we were all feeling exhausted. As a result, there was not many activities planned for the day. We focused on a team building sessions on the beach and enjoyed some swimming to help us recharge. Team building activities help us connect as a group, and it's a great opportunity to bond, communicate, and build trust, which make the experience even more enjoyable and meaningful. After the team building section, we make our way to Tháp Chầm Hương. We were allowed some free time to explore, and that's when we got the chance to meet and chat with a few foreign tourists who were visiting the site.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes, I do.
I'm conducting an interview with traveler about this trip to Nha Trang, and could you be open to sharing your thoughts?
Sure.
Could you mind if I record our conversations
That's
for
okay.
accuracy?
Yeah, that's
okay. Okay, I promise to make it brief.
Okay.
Yeah. First question. What were your first impression of Nha Trang?
I first visited Nha Trang last year, and I think the beauty, how beautiful it is. The sea and the palm trees and the seaside, together with the buildings, everything is very beautiful. Like blue and green.
Yeah.
And the beach is beautiful. I love it here. I love the sea.
Yeah, I love the beach too, and the private atmosphere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And second question, have you tried any local dishes, and which one were your favorite?
Right. I am a fan of spring rolls.
Spring roll like this,
Yeah, spring rolls.
and we eat with sauces.
With sauces, yeah. Spring rolls, and I would say pho.
Pho,
Yeah, it's quite good.
yeah.
Because it's
Noodle with beef, right?
Yes, noodle with beef. Yeah, that one. Yeah, those are my top two.
Yeah, okay. And last questions, did you experience any challenges during your trip? And if so, how would you overcome them?
Challenges. I think at first, when I arrived here, it was quite hard to get used to the traffic.
Yes,
It's a bit chaotic, and it's sometimes hard to cross the road. But now I start understanding how to. You just have to go.
Yeah, you get familiar with that.
Yeah, much more familiar now. It's easier. And I think usually if I have some trouble, it's quite easy here because people speak English, even you do, like
Yes.
quite well. And I don't have a lot of trouble, to be honest. It's quite easy.
Yeah, that's great to hear about your experience. And thank you so much
Thank you
for
too.
taking your time to talk to me. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Me too.
Oh, I have been to Nha Trang nearly 20 years ago.
Oh, 20
My
years.
first impression was there was nothing. It was not any big buildings.
Yeah.
Nearly 20 years ago, or maybe it was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So my impression was very good. I loved this place very much. After once I start to begin the buildings, I didn't like it so much. So I didn't come for many years. But last year I came back to Nha Trang
Yes.
for 3 months, and it's okay for me. I still love it, I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
love the place. It changed a lot.
Yes,
but
it's
it's
modern.
still okay for me,
right?
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my favorite is in the morning like a bún cá,
Bún cá,
phở
phở.
bò,
Yes,
like vegetarian food.
yes.
It's
Healthy
my-
lifestyle, right?
Please.
You have a healthy lifestyle and you eat
Yes, I
vegetables.
also eat the meat, anything I can eat. Only not too much oily food and too much fat food.
Yeah.
Not very healthy. Yes.
Yeah.
It's worth visiting Nha Trang. It's still a nice place. People are friendly. It's a welcoming place. Food
Yeah.
is delicious.
Yes.
Even the climate is very good in Nha Trang.
Han Jong promontories comprises two clusters of rocks. One is called Han Jong, meaning husband in Vietnamese, and the other is Han Vợ, meaning wife in Vietnamese. Han Jong cluster is the larger one, which features an intriguing giant five-finger hand embedded on a boulder. According to a folktale that has been passed down for generations, a long time ago, there was a couple boat that was washed away by a strong wind. In a storm, large waves sank the boat and drowned both of them. While the husband tried his best to hold tight to his wife with one hand, the other hand clung to the cliff and left an imprint. Unfortunately, the couple was not able to survive. The story about the couple love and the husband handprint kept them immortal. Millions of years ago, during a volcano eruption, mineral flow melting were frozen. When they encountered water, and then the solid broke into columns or obliques that created the beautiful landscape of Gandadia for the present time. Time over time, the landscape is rearranged as an artistic work by the hand of nature. The locals said the church was named Mang Lang because in the past there was many Mang Lang trees which has large canopies, oval leaves, and purple flowers. Unfortunately, this tree has now disappeared, leaving only traces of a round wooden table with a diameter of 1.7 meters, made from the wood of the Mang Lang trees from the time when the church was built. On day 3 of our field trip, before heading to explore the beautiful area and the Wang Chung Museum, we had the opportunity to meet with the Deputy General Manager of the Saigon Union Hotel, who gave us valuable insight into the operations and management of a hotel. We were able to ask questions and learn about the inner workings of the hospitality industry. Lastly, we discussed career opportunities in the hotel industry and how to work in a hotel after graduation. The manager shared advice on the skills needed to succeed in hospitality, such as communication, leadership, and problem solving. Before visiting the museum, I knew about King Wang Chung through textbooks. Here I can see it with all my eyes. The objects and his explanations of the history and development of Taizong movement. My knowledge is enriched and I can say them to my friend. Nguyễn Huệ was one of the 3 brothers who led the Taizong insurrection in 1788. He led his troops from Phú Xuân Huế to the north. It took them 35 days and nights to reach Thăng Long, Hanoi, where they defeated 290,000 Chinese invaders, thereby liberating the royal capital. He declared himself Emperor Wangchun the same year. The museum main exhibition hall also contained artifacts related to everyday life in the Taisheng period, which showcase items from the cultural and social fabric of the time. Visitors can see how people lived, worked, and fought during this historical period, gaining a deeper understanding of the era's significance. When speaking of Bình Định, its rich tradition of martial arts cannot be ignored. Nearly 250 years ago, the Taisheng army emerged from these regions, leaving an indelible mark with their remarkable military prowess. Remarkably, these ancient martial art techniques continue to be cherished and preserved to this day. The common spirit of the martial arts is to improve one's physical fitness and also awareness to use their strength to protect what is right and become a useful member of society. El York was a place I have been looking forward to for weeks. I had imagined clear skies, a gentle breeze, a beautiful coastline stretching out before us. But as soon as we arrived, the sky darkened and the rain began to fall. I had pictured the trip as an adventure under the sun, not one where we had to huddle in raincoats. The wetness made everything seem less magical. Despite the rain, El York still has its charm. The shout of the waves crashing against the shore was calming, and the misty fog added a mysterious vibe to the landscape. Sometimes it's those unplanned moments, like getting caught in the rain, that turn out to be the most memorable. Explorer San Guignon holds the distinction of being the first science center in Vietnam and the second in Southeast Asia. The center includes galleries divided into 7 themes: solar system, exploration of matter, space, exploration of Mars, Earth, and natural resources. The cosmic projections room features a 12-meter diameter dome screen, which helps viewers explore the universe, explain astronomical problems and natural phenomena with visual images. To be honest, science has never been my cup of tea. I often felt it's overwhelming and difficult to connect with. However, after visiting a science center, my perspective changed completely. The interactive exhibit and engaging demonstration brought scientific concepts to life in a way I had never experienced before. I found myself fascinated by the hand-on activities and the chance to explore topics I previously ignored. On the last day of our field trip, we visited the Nha Trang Oceanography Institute. As the earliest scientific research facilities in Vietnam, the Nha Trang Institute of Oceanography is one of the best places for those who want to learn about the oceans in Vietnam. The Institute of Oceanography was established in 1923. We can see more than 5,000 types of sea creatures and over 20,000 specimens that has been preserved for many years. The museum also raises beautiful, exotic, and rare marine species in glass tanks. The museum preserves specimens of tens of thousands of species, including giant fossil skeletons, among them are the skeletons of a humpback whale and the skeletons of endangered sea crawfish.
As my field trip to Khánh Hòa, Phú Yên and Bình Định come to an end, I feel a deep sense of gratitude and fulfillment. It's hard to put into words just how much I have learned and how these places have touched my heart. Though this chapter is closing, the memories and lessons I have gathered will stay with me forever. I also feel thankful to my teachers and my tour guide, who support us throughout this journey. You make sure we have everything we need and guide us through each stop and always make learning fun and engaging.